Hey guys, welcome to the Vineyard Youth. It's so lovely to have you join us here this morning. Obviously, if you don't know me, my name's Henry and I'm the youth pastor here. And guys, we're in for such a treat this morning. We've got an amazing young lady coming to speak to us. She's part of the Vineyard family, and I just want to let you guys know so we can show her so much love when her video comes up. It is pre-recorded, but she's done an amazing job, and you know, that's what we're about at the Vineyard Youth. We're about growing young people to be leaders of this generation. And so if you're interested in speaking at one of our services, if you're interested in leading, if you're interested in leading us in some worship, whatever it is, guys, get in contact, because we want to use you. We want to grow you. We want to help you minister to one another. And that's what this is all about. So get on that. We've got some really exciting news for you. In 2 weeks' time, it's the 6th of September, youth is going to be meeting together in person. Now, there are so many guidance and guidelines going around at the moment. So I'm going to post a link in the chat right now and at the end of the service, so you guys can sign up to join us on Sunday, the 6th of September in the evening. It's 6:30 p.m. until 8 p.m. in church. I'm really excited for it because I've missed you all so much. So please sign up, and please come along and be there. If you're current year 13 moving into university year, you're welcome as well until you go to uni. Come along, be a part of what's going on, because we've missed you guys a ton, and you're awesome. In the chat, guys, I am here. Let me say hi. There I am. In the chat, if you've been on holiday, let us know where you've been. I want to find out where you've been, what you've been up to, how life's going for you. Let us see. I'll just leave it a second for you guys to comment. Obviously, this is pre-recorded as well. Okay, quality, lots of places, I'm sure. I've been to Cornwall, I went surfing. I love surfing, as you know. But without further ado, let me introduce you guys. Temi is speaking to us this morning, and she's done an amazing job. So let's give it up for her. Let's give her some claps in the chat. Let's give her some love. Hit those hearts. Temi, take it away.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing really well this morning. When Henry actually asked me to do this talk, I wasn't really sure where to start or like what to even say, but I thought, why not talk about something that's relevant to all of us and that we can relate to, which is school, because we're all in youth and we all go to school. And I wanted to specifically talk about the new changes or new situations that we might find ourselves in September when we go back. So as I'm sure most of you know, this week was GCSE results day and last week was A-level results day, and I know these were pretty big days for a lot of our youth, especially with the whole coronavirus situation. I guess it was quite hard to know what to expect, but congratulations and well done to everyone that got results. I know lots of you were really happy, but I also know that some of you were a little bit disappointed, and I just wanted to start off by saying, if you're one of those people who were a little bit upset with what you got, please don't be like, it's not the end of the road, it's not the end of the world. Everything's gonna be okay. Like, you might not have gone into the uni or like college or school that you wanted to, but that's only because God's plans for you are so much better than the plans you initially had for yourself. You have so much more potential and talents that you might not even realize, but God knows you have them. That's why he wants to use them and put you in bigger, better places to achieve more than you thought you were able to. So yeah, that's just to start off. If you are worried or disappointed, please don't be. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be fine. And a great Bible verse to remember is Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not for disaster, plans to give you a future and a hope." So yeah, God is in control. Just trust him. Like, everything's going to be fine, even if it might not seem like that at this very moment in time, but it's all going to work itself out. And also remember, you can click the prayer button if you'd like to speak to one of the youth team. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to pray with you and talk to you and help you wherever they can. Now obviously, because it's the start of a new academic year in September, there's going to be a lot of changes. There's a lot of youth going to new universities, sixth forms, colleges, apprenticeships, jobs, new schools, moving from primary school to secondary school. I know there's also going to be a lot of people like me who are just staying at the same school and nothing's really changing. But even saying that, with everything that's happened this year, it's quite hard to know what it's actually going to be like when we go back. But I feel like because a lot of it is out of our control, like we don't know what the new people we meet are going to be like. We don't know how easy or hard things are going to be. The best thing we can literally do is just trust God to take care of it all, and just like hand it all over to him and know that he's in control and that he'll sort everything out. I was talking to my little sister Tenny, who's going into year 7 in September, and she said one of the things she was worried about was kind of the change of going from such a small environment of primary school where everyone knows everyone and everything's really chilled, to a much bigger environment of secondary school where you have to meet new people, socialize, and like the increase in work and responsibilities. And I feel like this is a completely normal reaction to have when you're going into a new situation. Like I remember going into year 7, I was pretty worried about similar sort of things, but one thing that I found really, really helpful to remember is that I didn't have to do it all on my own. Like God is always with me, and he was always helping me through it all. And if he puts me in a situation to do something, it's because he's already given me the ability to be able to do it. All he needs is for me to just show that I trust him and to just go for it. A few weeks ago, I was listening to a talk by Stephen Furtick, who is an American pastor of Elevation Church, and he's also one of the people that wrote, you know, the blessing song. I'm not gonna sing. Actually, no, I am. Lord bless you and keep you. Yeah, you know the song. Anyways, so he was talking about the story of when Jesus walked on water, and he told Peter to like step out of the boat and walk towards him. And that story is actually in Matthew 14:22-32, by the way, if anyone wanted to have a look at it. So basically the disciples were at sea and there was a massive storm and they were really, really scared, and then they saw Jesus walking towards them on the water, and then they were even more scared because they were like, how is he doing that? In verse 26 it says that when they first saw him they thought he was a ghost, but Peter said, Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you walking on the water. And Jesus goes, yeah, come on. So Peter, who's lived his whole life knowing that if he tried to like step on the water, he'd just like go down and like sink. He's just been put in a completely new situation that he's not used to at all, and he's been told to defy everything that he knows and that he's used to and that he's comfortable with, and to just walk on water. Peter is just a normal guy. Like, he's not Jesus, he's a normal person like you or me, but he still walks on water. And the reason he was able to do this was because God had already placed the ability to do it inside Peter. So he might not have known it, but he had faith in God that, you know what, God wouldn't ask me to do it if I couldn't. So he walks on water for a little bit, and then after a while he starts to get really like overwhelmed and scared because he looks at like the mad seas and the storms, and he starts to panic, and then he starts to sink. But verse 31 says that immediately Jesus reached out and saved him. So I feel like this story shows that, yeah, you're going to get put in new situations that you're not used to. There's going to be change. Things might get difficult. You're going to have to meet new people and step out of your comfort zone. But you got to remember that God wouldn't put you in these situations if he didn't know you can handle it. You might not think you can handle it, but God knows that you can. And even when things get difficult or challenging, or you start to feel a bit overwhelmed like Peter did, and it feels like you're sinking, God will catch you. He's always paying attention. He'll always save you. Even if you feel like he doesn't care, or he's not listening, or he's just not stepping in at the moment that you want him to, it's really important to remember that God's timing is always better than ours. Like, he'll step in when it's right for him to step in, he will. And everything changes, like things are constantly changing, and it's taken me a long time to accept that, because I'm a bit of a control freak. Like, I like to have everything planned out. I like to know what's going to happen when, and just be in control of everything. But life happens, and then my plans get ruined. But I can remember that anything that doesn't change is God, and that he's always going to be there regardless. So yeah, for everyone that's going into a new situation in September and might be a little bit anxious or worried about it, it's all going to be fine. Like, God will be with you even from your very first day there, throughout your entire experience. That it's all going to be okay, and you will make friends, especially if you just be yourself, because then I feel like you'll just make friends who love you for you, not because you're trying to be someone else or fit in. And yeah, even if you feel a bit overwhelmed at some point and things get challenging, that don't beat yourself up, because it's fine. We all feel like that sometimes, like it's perfectly normal. And but just remember that God will be with you. He's always with you, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like he's there. So yeah, like maybe try and pray, or like listen to worship songs, or read your Bible. I find that really helpful. So yeah, I guess that's all for me this morning. Yeah, I hope you all have a really good rest of the day, and hopefully see you all soon. Bye.